June 6, 1944. The dawn light begins to pierce the gray skies over the coast of Normandy, France. The beaches of Omaha, Utah, Gold, Juneau, and Sword are preparing for a historic storm. Over 156,000 Allied troops are about to launch the largest amphibious invasion ever attempted, facing some of the most heavily fortified defenses in the world. This is the moment destined to change the trajectory of World War II and ultimately the fate of Europe. But what if history took an unexpected turn? Imagine the arrival of a single modern M1A3 Abrams main battle tank on those beaches, a machine of war so advanced, so overwhelming, that it could shatter the Atlantic Wall and rewrite the outcome of the invasion before the sun even reaches its zenith. The Abrams tank isn't just a vehicle. It's a floating fortress, a steel behemoth built for the 21st century battlefield. At nearly 70 tons, its design embodies decades of engineering advancements in tank warfare, layers of composite and reactive armor, a powerful turbine engine capable of propelling it forward at over 45 miles per hour, even over rough terrain, and an array of sensors and defensive systems that turn it virtually into a living weapon system. The crew, typically for highly trained specialists, so pair it inside a mobile command center. They have access to real-time data feeds, thermal imaging that pierces smoke and darkness, and automatic fire control systems that allow them to hit moving targets with uncanny precision, compared to the tanks of 1944 like the iconic Sherman, which were vulnerable to German anti-tank weapons and often suffered from mechanical failures. The Abrams represents a massive leap forward. The Sherman's 75mm gun, while effective for its time, pales in comparison to the Abrams' 120mm smoothbore cannon, which can fire rounds that travel at speeds exceeding 4,000 feet per second and penetrate multiple feet of enemy armor. But the capture of Normandy was never just about brute force. It was a campaign fraught with brutal challenges. The Germans had spent years preparing the Atlantic Wall, a series of bunkers, pillboxes, minefields, barbed wire, and underwater obstacles designed to make the beaches a deadly gauntlet. Over 15,000 German troops and artillery units were dug in, ready to unleash relentless fire against invading forces. When the landing craft approached, soldiers clutched rifles and grenades, hearts pounding under the weight of uncertainty and fear. But now, picture the Abrams disembarking from a specially designed landing craft, rolling powerfully onto the sandy shores. The German defenders spot it instantly. This is no ordinary tank. Gunner crews open fire with everything they have: machine guns, Panzerfaust rocket launchers, and anti-tank artillery. But the Abrams' advanced armor is engineered to withstand hits from the very weapons used here. It can shrug off multiple direct hits while keeping its crews safe inside. Its active protection system detects the incoming rockets long before impact and deploys countermeasures to intercept them, turning enemy shots into harmless explosions mere feet from the tank's hull. Meanwhile, the tank's targeting system scans the battlefield with thermal and infrared sensors, spotting concealed positions and enemy troop movements invisible to the naked eye. This is a game changer. The Abrams' main gun fires a high-explosive round at the nearest fortified bunker. The shell pierces several feet of reinforced concrete before detonating, triggering a chain reaction that obliterates the position and sends a thunderous shockwave across the battlefield. Soldiers witnessing the destruction are momentarily stunned, their confidence shaken by this seemingly invincible machine. Not content to stay on the defensive, the tank advances, its tracks crushing barbed wire and clearing a path for the troops behind it. Its coaxial machine guns lay down suppressive fire, silencing enemy riflemen and machine gunners attempting to mount a counterattack beyond the immediate battlefield. The Abrams functions as an intelligence node. Its onboard battlefield computer shares live data with Allied commanders and aircraft overhead, coordinating precise airstrikes to eliminate heavy artillery and supply depots. Pilots rely on the tank's laser designators to find their targets, dropping bombs and rockets with pinpoint accuracy. The synergy between modern ground technology and air power dismantles the German defenses with unprecedented efficiency. The psychological effect is devastating. German troops, previously confident in their impregnable defenses, now face a foe that seems to defy the laws of WWII, half-century leap in technology that turns their strongest positions into death traps. But what about the terrain? Normandy's beaches were littered with obstacles designed to slow or trap armored vehicles, steel hedgehogs, wooden stakes, and deep craters filled with water. Here, the Abrams' engineering prowess shines. Its powerful engine and wide tracks distribute weight to prevent bogging down in the sand. Engineers work in tandem, clearing mines and ensuring pathways remain open. Still, danger lurks beneath the surface. Hidden anti-tank mines wait to explode with deadly force. And German tank destroyer units equipped with the fearsome Jag Panther and Jag Tiger lie in wait further inland. Ready to strike, these massive tank killers mount lethal 88mm and 128mm. Guns capable of penetrating even the Abrams' thickest armor at range. But the Abrams isn't defenseless. Its advanced sensors detect threats across the electromagnetic spectrum. Electronic countermeasures disrupt enemy targeting systems, while its active protection system provides a vital defense against incoming missiles and shells. In addition, the Abrams can communicate instantaneously with other units and command centers, sharing enemy positions and calling in artillery or air support to neutralize threats before they become critical. As the day progresses, the invasion's pace shifts dramatically. Instead of slow, grueling advances mired in heavy casualties, the beachhead expands swiftly. The Abrams spearheads assaults on key German strongpoints, while infantry and engineers move up behind it, capitalizing on breaches created by its firepower. By nightfall, what would have been bloody stalemates become swift, strategic victories. But it's important to remember the men who actually fought and died here. The soldiers of 1944 faced overwhelming odds. With less advanced weapons but enormous courage and determination, they paved the way for the liberation of Europe at the cost of thousands of lives. In this hypothetical, the Abrams compresses months of hardship into hours. But the human spirit behind the history remains unmatched. The presence of a modern tank in 1944 also raises intriguing questions about logistics and tactics. Supplying such an advanced vehicle requires a sophisticated infrastructure: fuel, ammunition, maintenance, and spare parts that simply didn't exist during the invasion. The crew would face the enormous challenge of keeping their machine operational far behind enemy lines, isolated from modern supply chains. Furthermore, the strategic use of such technology changes the course of war not just at Normandy, but across the entire European theater. With the rapid breakdown of German defenses in France, the Allies could exploit momentum to push deep into occupied territory, potentially shortening the war by months or even years. However, the ethical implications of introducing future technology to past conflicts also merit consideration. History is complex, with countless interwoven events and consequences. Altering one moment might ripple through time unpredictably. Regardless, understanding the capabilities of the Abrams in this context offers a fascinating window into military evolution. The incredible strides made in tank design, fire control, battlefield awareness, and combined arms operations. So, what if a modern tank landed on the beaches of Normandy on D-Day? The likely answer is astounding. Overwhelming firepower, unyielding protection, and unparalleled battlefield intelligence would transform the invasion into a swift, decisive blow against the Axis forces. History might have been rewritten, battle lines redrawn, and the world's future radically altered. If this exploration into alternate history intrigues, there are countless more scenarios to consider. Imagine modern drones buzzing historical battlefields, futuristic submarines evading ancient fleets, or advanced combat aircraft dominating skies of past wars. These thought experiments offer fresh perspectives on history, technology, and the nature of warfare itself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the chaotic crossroads of history and modern machines.